Hey guys, it's once again Jenna today. So I figured I'd go ahead and I know in my last video I said I was gonna do another video. Unsure if I was gonna do it today or not. I figured might as well do it, get it out of the way, and then you guys can kind of watch this whenever or watch the other one whenever you want. So today, along with talking about Cloverfield, like I just spoke about in my last video, I'm going to go ahead and discuss 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, this one, I gotta say, because I know in my last video when I was talking about Cloverfield, I said that, I was kind of like not, that movie I definitely was not, like when it first came out. I know it's been out for like 8 years now. Was not one of those movies that I was really like really wanting to see. Like I remember seeing the trailers and stuff, and then I kind of just forgot about the movie, never really checked it out. And then 10 Cloverfield Lane came out this year and just came out on Blu-ray a couple months ago, I think, a few months ago. And that's when I really kind of caught my eye. I really kind of wanted to see 10 Cloverfield Lane. And with that, I kind of then was like, well, I might as well check out Cloverfield. Like, I kind of knew, I kind of knew that you didn't really need to see the first one in order to have to really see the second one. You really don't. Like, if you've never seen this guy, the first one, Cloverfield, but you want to see this one, you can definitely see this one without seeing Cloverfield, because they're very, like, it's not like a direct sequel or anything. They're kind of very, very vaguely sort of linked. Like, literally, the only thing that kind of links them is like John Goodman's character, Herman. He's talking about how, like, oh, out in the city, all this stuff is happening, or like there's danger out in the city. That's kind of like really the only sort of connection to the movie, or to Cloverfield, the first one. But yeah, with that being said, so I was actually really, like I said, 10 Cloverfield Lane really is kind of the one that is the movie that kind of made me want to see the first Cloverfield, because 10 Cloverfield Lane to me looked like it was a better movie, looked like it was more interesting, and, I kind of was a little disappointed by it. I mean, it was alright. I'm not in love with it. I don't hate it, but it was just okay. It was okay. I like that it was kind of like one of those, like, pretty much the entire movie was like in a central location and everything, and kind of like semi-seeing how sort of relationships are kind of like formed in this bunker and everything, but not really, because John Goodman, I thought, did a pretty good job. His character was just messed up. But yeah, it was okay. Like, it's definitely does not have like the special effects that the first Cloverfield has. Like I said, it's not really like a true direct sequel or anything. And maybe that's why I didn't enjoy it as much, because like literally like the night before I had watched Cloverfield, and that is filled with like a lot of action and everything, very action packed and everything. And then you go to 10 Cloverfield Lane, where it's very kind of like not as much craziness going on, and nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. You know, like there's like little things like towards the end, like when the girl escapes, you start seeing some of the like sort of like weird like firework type of shots and everything to semi tied in, and then she's like, driving. You can see her like she's driving to like the city or something, or she's going somewhere. And I like at the end, I almost kind of did feel like, okay, she's going to where we know is like all the chaos that's been going on, all the destruction and everything. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. I almost feel like this could have been this easily could have been almost like a prequel to Cloverfield. Like if this one would have come out, like, oh, something's going on, this guy saved this girl's life, and like, they're trying to like survive, even though the one girl doesn't know what's going on outside. She just knows from what this guy Herman's telling her, like, no, there's destruction, like there's like no one's alive. Like, I feel like that would have been a pretty cool like first installment to the movie, and then to get like Cloverfield and see like what he was talking about. I think that would have been kind of cool if they would have like flipped them. But that's my own little opinion. And I know, I'm not sure, but I think, because I think before I even picked up these movies, I think I read somewhere like an article on, I think maybe just 10 Cloverfield Lane, that the studio or the director or writer, someone wants to do like another movie or other movies to make this more of a franchise, and kind of at least tying the two together in a way, just kind of like connecting them a little bit, which I think would be cool. And I actually kind of did think that at the end of Cloverfield Lane, that I was like, ooh, like I could totally see another sequel tying the first two together. I kind of look forward to that. Like, it's definitely, even though I'm not the biggest fan of 10 Cloverfield Lane, I am definitely like, it held my interest enough, and I liked it just enough where I'm like, if they released another one of these, I would definitely check it out to see kind of what they did with it and how they connected the movies and stuff. I think that'd be pretty interesting. I don't know if they would, depending on how they did the third one, if they do a third one, I think if it's done right, I think we would only need 3 movies. Because as it is right now, I feel like, yeah, we could just have the 2 movies, but I still feel I'm left with a little bit, like, I feel like it's a little unfinished. Like, it needs maybe another movie just to, like, well, once again, kind of tie the first 2 movies together. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see, even though John Goodman probably wouldn't be back because he died in it. Right? Yeah, because he had, like, the acid on him or whatever, or something like that. Maybe he did survive. Sorry, it was, like, late last night after Horror Story that I watched this after American Horror Story last night, and after working like an 8.5 hour shift, so I was a little tired. I mean, I would definitely probably rewatch this again. And actually, yeah, rewatchability for me for this one, like, I know Cloverfield, I said rewatchability was about 8 out of 10. This one, I would say I'm leaning more towards like 6 out of 10. A little bit lower. Like I said, I mean, it was an alright movie. I'm not in love with it. Certainly don't hate it, but like I said, after watching Cloverfield the night before, it was like not as much action. But still a decent movie. But yeah, like I said, I would love to see like at least a third movie just to like tie in like the 2 movies, because I do feel like it could definitely, and I know this wasn't initially supposed to be like a sequel to Cloverfield, hence why it's kind of like a vague, like sequel, and why you don't necessarily need to watch these in order. But yeah, like a third one, I would like to see a third one, see how they do it, see how they connect the 2 movies. Even though you can't really bring much of any of the original cast back, except for the chick in this one, really, but I would still watch it, But yeah, that's my little take on it. That's my little spiel on the Cloverfield movies. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that we should get a third installment of the Cloverfield movies? If it should be somewhat of a like trilogy? How do you think they should, connect the movies and everything? Let me know. And let me know which one, like, if you guys have a preference on which one you like, which Cloverfield you like. Like, you all know, first Cloverfield, I'm definitely much more much more on the board of Cloverfield. So, But with that being said, you know, let me know what you guys think of these movies. Let me know in either this video or my Cloverfield one. And I swear, no more videos today, I promise you guys. But until next time, you guys stay creepy and classy as always.